Hello, it is Foundation Friday, July 28th, 2023. Steve Sipress here. Maybe you can make out the gorgeous cotton candy like purple and pink sunset with the clouds that we are having here in southern Arizona. Today was day number 29 in a row where the high temperature in the Phoenix airport reached over 110 degrees. Good news, the forecast is that over the next couple of days, it's going to just barely drop below 110 for the first time in a month. Anyway, here we are on to the chapter, How to Think Like a Leader, the final chapter in the fantastic foundational book, The Magic of Thinking Big, by Dr. David J. Schwartz. And last week we shared the 4 leadership rules or principles according to Dr. Schwartz. And here we're going to cover leadership rule number 1, that is to trade minds with the people you want to influence. So that means put yourself in their place. There's a word in that successful advertising, marketing, and sales people know. You are not your prospect. And so Dr. Schwartz goes on to tell a whole bunch of stories about how people in various professions failed because they put forth messages that would appeal to themselves and not to their target audience. And so, as Dr. Schwartz says, trading minds with the people you want to influence is a magic way to get others, whether they're friends, associates, customers, employees, whomever, to act the way you want them to act. Then he urges you to study these case histories that I won't share here, but he goes on for several pages. Like I said, just people that were in advertising or in sales or whatever kind of influence that were influencing very, very few people in the market because, these people that were paid to influence had these fancy degrees from fancy schools and these privileged upbringings and all that. And the mass audience, of course, just couldn't relate to, we're not buying goods and services the same way that these elitists were, so they failed miserably. The point is this. To get others to do what you want them to do, you must see things through their eyes. When you trade minds, the secret of how to influence other people effectively shows up. And he tells a few more stories. And then he urges us to keep this question in mind. What would I think of this if I exchange places with the other person? That paves the way to more successful action. Thinking of the interest of the people we want to influence is an excellent thought rule in every situation. So I'll give you an example in my world as one of the top consultants in the world on advertising, marketing, and sales for businesses. Sometimes when people, meet me or find out who I am or have that conversation, oh, you're a top advertising expert in the world. Well, what kind of advertising do you suggest people do? Are you a Facebook ads guy or a Google ads guy or a, organic marketing guy or, and I'm like, whoa, I didn't get to be one of the top experts in the whole world by thinking it's up to me and favoring one way of advertising over another. That's the third letter, the final letter in the WOW strategy is the way you use to do your advertising. By the way, I have a free video if you want to learn all about the WOW strategy, how it can help your business grow. Go to www.thewowstrategy.com. You can even get my personal help if you want. And so I'm agnostic, of course, personally, about the way. It's not up to me. Business owners make that mistake all the time. They say, well, Steve, help me. I want to do Facebook ads. Well, I have to break it to them like, doesn't matter what you want to do. What does your target audience, how do they want to be advertised and marketed and spoken to? And more importantly, through what messages do they like to buy? So maybe they like to read books in print and not ebooks. However, they don't buy by reading books in print. So it's not even just about how do they like to receive information and messages. It's through what messages do they like to buy. And if they like to buy from Facebook ads, then by all means, of course, run Facebook ads. If your prospects are senior citizens, you might not want to market to them on WhatsApp and text messages and Snapchat. You might want to market to them with late night TV commercials and direct mail, and having an actual physical salesperson show up at their door and take the time and sit down with them and answer all their questions. You might want to have them call the toll-free number and get all their questions answered, and take their time and be patient with them. But if your target market is, young up-and-coming young teenagers and young adults, well, then by all means, you don't want to, advertise newspapers or the Yellow Pages or late-night TV commercials. With that, use all the latest social media and TikTok videos and so on. So you get the point. You need to trade minds. That's actually the first W of the WOW strategy. It's a lot of what it's all about, the who. You are not the who. The who is who you want to do business with you. So you've got to put yourself in their place. As Dr. Schwartz says, trade minds with them. How are they thinking? What are their goals? What are their dreams, their desires, their problems, their pain points, their pet peeves? How are they thinking towards your product or service, or your product or service in general? It doesn't have to be your specific offering. It's your field of offerings. But the bottom line is, put yourself in their place. That is the first leadership principle shared in The Magic of Thinking Big by Dr. David J. Schwartz. Trade minds. What does he say? Trade minds with the people you want to influence. And that'll do it for Foundation Friday, July 28th, 2023. We will continue on next Foundation Friday with 9 exercises you can do, thanks to Dr. David J. Schwartz, to help you to practice successfully trading minds with the people you want to influence. I will catch you then. Thanks for being here today. Hope you enjoyed the sunset or are enjoying the sunset wherever you are, and I'll catch you tomorrow on Social Media Saturday.